You're watching Nittany Nation Friday.
Alrighty, back here on Blue White Friday. We're at Quaker Steak and Lube in State College. I got two really awesome dudes with me today. Of course, you know Keith Goon Conlon, but a special guest this week, Brian Gelsizer, joining us. Great to see you, Brian.
How are you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Good. Glad to be here.
Great to be here with you. We're honoring that 94 team with Penn State coming up tomorrow night at Beaver Stadium when the Nittany Lions host Buffalo. And guys, I'll start with you, Keith. Thinking back all those years, the unbeaten team, that 94 team, man, an offense that really clicked that season for you guys.
Absolutely. I mean, I just sort of freaked out that it's been 25 years because it sure as heck doesn't feel like it. Just a fantastic time in all of our lives and even in Penn State history. I just don't think you're ever going to see what we were putting out there as an offense, with 5 first-team All-Americans on one offense. I mean, you're never going to see that again. The amount of points we were scoring, what we were doing to people was just, in our second year in the Big Ten. So it was definitely, one of the highlights of most of our, if not all of our lives.
Brian, team captain on that team, you really anchored that defense, and Goon was joking a little bit. You guys seem to just keep always going back on the field, back on the field, back on the field.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We got to catch our breath for about 1 minute and 50 seconds, and then we were back out on the field.
When you look back to kind of the way things worked out that season with Nebraska and the way that all shook out before the BCS, obviously, do you guys think back to that at all of what could have been? You did everything you could possibly do, obviously.
Yeah, there's nothing we could have changed. I mean, moving on in life, I met some Nebraska guys and this and that, and people were like, "Oh, don't you hate those guys? Don't you hate Nebraska?" I mean, how can I hate Nebraska? They did what they had to do. We did what we had to do. It came down to politics, and that's the way it happens. And we were on the short end of it, but I think that we're probably the most remembered team in that situation because there's been a couple since that have deserved to be. Like I always talk about the 1993 Notre Dame team the year before us when they had beat Florida State, but then Florida State won the national title over them, and it was just like, why? How? It was just too much politics back then, and it didn't work, and that's why we had the BCS now.
Brian, what do you think tomorrow night's going to be like coming back here and out in front of the fans that night too, under the lights?
Well, I think it'll be great to see a lot of the guys that we played with, and we don't get to see that often. Keith and I see each other an awful lot, and Vinny and Carey, we see each other every once in a while. But there'll be faces like you look at Chuck Penzenic. Keith said he was going to be here. After the game, I walked over to Chuck and I handed him the ball and gave him the defensive player of the game ball at the Rose Bowl. And haven't seen Chuck probably in, I don't know, was he here at the 20-year reunion? I don't even remember. Wow. Maybe 5 years. But it'd be great to see everyone again.
Well, we're proud of you guys. We're happy you're in town, and tomorrow night can be certainly special for these guys. Brian, Keith, thank you much.